Now, everybody, our next speaker is from Citicore Renewable Energy Corporation, or CREC, and Citicore Energy REIT Corporation, the Philippines' first renewable energy real estate investment trust. Since 2021, Citicore Renewable Energy Corporation has upcycled non-functional solar panels into community waiting sheds, helping reduce waste while providing sustainable public infrastructure. Under his leadership, the Citicore Group has emerged as one of the country's leading renewable energy developers, with a fast expanding national footprint and a multi-gigawatt project pipeline that positions the company at the forefront of the country's clean energy transition. To discuss Citicore sustainability in action, building a truly renewable future through business, please welcome right here on stage their President and Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Oliver Tan, for our fireside chat. Good afternoon, sir. Please take your seat. All right, so, okay, we're gonna do our. You are so far. We're gonna. No, it's okay. It's
You
okay.
want me to move closer?
It's okay, sir. But okay, so we're gonna do our fireside chat with Citicore CEO and President, Mr. Oliver Tan. But first, sir, I want to know how are you doing right now?
I'm great. You know, I intentionally come in early.
Yes.
Yeah. Ask me why.
Why?
I was strolling the College of Engineering, Espana. I took up 2 years of electrical engineering in this university.
Oh wow, so Mashan as well.
Yeah. And
Welcome back.
Yeah, and I just wanna start by linking the message of Jed, no, a while ago. Start early. I actually started investing in stock market as early as 16 years old.
16. Do we have 16-year-olds here? That young? We do? Oh, we have. No, you're not 16.
Yeah.
So early.
So it's very true. I started investing in stock market as early as 16 years old. It's actually one of the reasons that got me kicked out of this school. But no regrets, no regrets. No regrets. By the grace of God, I was able to lead 3 publicly listed companies already, the Philippine Stock Exchange. So, thank you. Yeah. So start early. Start early.
So that's what you get when you start early. Sir Jed, thank you for that nugget for everyone. Start early and begin right away. All right, so Sir Oliver, in a nutshell, we know that Citicore is a leading pure renewable energy developer in the Philippines. Can you tell us more about what Citicore is for everyone here?
Yeah, so Citicore Renewable is basically a developer of renewable energy. We are a power generation company with pure focus on renewable energy such as solar, wind, and complemented by battery energy storage system. We produce electricity and sell to all of you through Meralco, through electric cooperatives. We power most of the SM malls, a lot of industrial parks and warehouses, etc., etc. And we also have a subsidiary called Citicore Renewable Energy Trust. This is also another REIT where it owns land and leases to solar power operators. And we've consistently declared and paid out handsome dividend for the past 3 years.
Wow, that's a lot. Thank you so much, Sir Oliver. Now, to start us off, when you talk about uplifting communities, that is actually our theme for this year's Sustainability Forum. What does that look like in real, everyday terms for Citicore? Uplifting communities.
Such a big word, no? It has always been the company's purpose. How do we do it in our daily life? In every communities where we put up our solar power, we ensure that we source, to the extent possible, we source local materials, local labors. So not only do we provide local employment, we also cause economic activities because we believe in inclusivity, inclusive growth, which is part of sustainability. So that's how we exercise upliftments of communities and several others that we will be discussing later on, like agro-solar and all the other programs that we've been doing for the communities.
You know what? I can't wait to talk about inclusivity. We're going to talk more about that in just a bit. But speaking of agro-solar, let's go to that project, Sir Oliver. So Citicore's agro-solar initiative is often described as first in the whole country. Can you tell us more about that? What is agro-solar for everyone?
Yeah, so agro-solar, the concept of agro-solar was due to a solar power occupies a very large footprint. Approximately 1 megawatt of solar power would occupy 1 hectare. That's roughly 10,000 square meter. Okay, so we are cognizant that we will be occupying a large footprint. Hence, we thought there must be a way where power generation can coexist with agriculture land. Hence, the birth of that concept. So what we do is we select idle agriculture land and put up the solar panels.
So it's this one on the screen.
Yes, on the screen. And basically,
Oh, wow.
we maintain the agriculture intent of the land by partnering with local farmers. We provide the seeds. We grow high-value crops, vegetable, along the aisle, underneath the solar table. These are the
That is
actual pictures.
right there.
Yes. So for it to be sustainable, we also work with off-takers, like supermarkets, buyers for the produce. And so far, we've already harvested, I think, close to 15,000 kilograms of various vegetables for the community.
15,000 kilograms of vegetables.
Yes.
Wow, that deserves a round of applause, everyone. That's a whole lot of harvest just for agro-solar. Now, I've also read that one of the most compelling aspects is that farmers, they were not displaced at all. So why was it important for you to design the agro-solar that way?
It's very important because it's one strategy, one way of ensuring social acceptance or social fencing. Or we call it social engineering, okay? Because we're basically coming into a community where we will disrupt the farmers. So as much as possible, we don't want to dislocate them. So we partner with them to coexist, continue to harvest plant while we produce electricity. So it's very important because we need the community to embrace us for the next 30, 50 years. Because our solar plant will be, the useful life of our panels would be 30 years.
You know what? That's really sustainable because you're not removing the works of our farmers. Instead, you are helping them as well in that. And another thing, speaking of inclusivity, and I'm checking out our pictures right here on the screen, you're seeing female farmers right there. That initiative also empowers female farmers. How intentional was that? And what impact has that created within the communities that you serve?
It's actually a discovery. So initially, we employ male farmers, okay? And then we noticed that they don't stay. So tomorrow, if there's a construction projects beside the area, they will move there. So we realized, hey, why don't we hire the housewives, the female? And lo and behold, I think they are a better farmer. Female farmers are better farmers than the male farmers in the sense that they take care of the crops, the vegetable better, and the produce is much more than how a male farmer will do. And today, I think we've worked and employed around 38% of the total farmers that we've worked in. 38% are female. And we intend to bring it up to 50%.
38%, they're all female. And you plan to do it like half.
Yes, half. And the benefit is exponential. Because now, from a family income, not only the husband bring home net pay, the housewives also bring home additional income. So it augments the family income.
Does that mean that female farmers are way, way better than male farmers?
I bet. Way, way better. Mas may cariño.
Mas may cariño ang female farmers. We're going into the month of May. It's the Women's Month. So Congratulations, all of our female farmers. So nice to hear that. We have female farmers working and working better than the male farmers. And thank you as well because you're putting work and money on the table for both male and female, for both the mom and the dad in the family. But for that, Sir Oliver, beyond livelihood, there's also that link to the food security. How do you see agro-solar contributing to the country's broader sustainability goals?
Well, that's exactly our objective in coming up with the agro-solar. Not only our vision of attaining energy security through the solar, we ensure that we will contribute to food security by ensuring that the land we're occupying to continue to produce crops, vegetables, to provide food for the table. And to date, we're occupying almost 1,000 hectares. Okay. And we plan to maximize the utilization of this agriculture land to continue to grow more vegetable and crops. So that's our contribution to the food security of our country.
All right, so we've heard so much about the agro-solar project. From agro-solar, let's now go into the next project, which is the Eco Shed project that transforms retired solar panels into community infrastructure. How did that idea come about? We are reusing solar panels.
Yes. So most of our, or some of our solar power are actually more than 10 years old. Okay. And for us to be, as part of the circular economy, we need to have a plan in terms of how do we recycle, if not dispose, broken or not functioning PV panels. So this Eco Shed or Eco Loop is a product of basically a creative, innovative solutions on instead of disposing the panels, why don't we just reuse it? So we use it for tables, we donate it to public schools.
Yeah, just
We
like
do
this
it-
one.
Yeah, and then we
This
also
one's
do
in
it like a
Pampanga.
shed for like for a passenger tricycle terminals, etc., etc. So it's all about being cognizant that we basically practice sustainability also until the end life cycle of our materials.
So these solar panels, these are the ones that you use from your agro-solar, right? And then immediately you guys can use it as well for the EcoShed project of yours. So it's really sustainable.
Yes, so these are panels broken, maybe by storm, by typhoon, or not functioning panels already. So instead of disposing it, we reuse it by doing covered walkways and the likes.
You know what? I'm very curious. So, say for example, we have a normal person using solar panels. Nasira siya. Can they just donate it to Citicore, or are those panels for the EcoShed completely like panels from Citicore?
No, even your solar panels rooftop at your homes, yes, we can work with you. We can actually tell you where to bring these broken panels so that together we'll be able to reuse these broken panels.
Very, very lovely. That's for the EcoShed project of Citicore, everyone. Now, as you all know, Citicore also invests in education through programs like Brigada Basa and Renewed or Renew Ed. Why is education a critical pillar in your sustainability strategy, Sir Oliver?
Well, I myself is a first generation entrepreneur. Okay. We did not inherit our business from our family. And we view education to be the greatest equalizer. I came from a humble beginning, and we value education because that's basically the only ticket that each and every one of us have in this room. Some may be born into rich family, but most of you who were not born in an ideal family, education is our only equalizer. That's why we invest in education. We continue to, I think through the years, we've already supported more or less 6,000 students. Okay. And not only do we invest and provide education, we also train them and employ them in the future after school. So it's really sustainable.
Thank you so much, Sir Oliver. In your experience, how powerful is early education in shaping more sustainable communities in the long run?
Yes. And at the end of the day, we envision a bigger middle class in our country. That's the only way we can graduate from being a third world or developing nation. We need a bigger middle class, and education is the only way. And if we have a bigger middle class, obviously they will consume more electricity, more sales for our company. So at the end of the day, it's a circular economy.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, last one. Speaking of work, what can you advise? What advice would you give to companies who they want to start small but meaningful sustainability practices in their own workplaces?
Well, I think for startup, the first most important question that you need to ask yourself is, what are you passionate about? First and foremost, you need to determine where is your passion, because passion will keep you in that race, because there's really no such thing as walking the park. And after determining your passion, what you want to do, the next question is purpose. So purpose now is you need to have that intersection between passion and purpose to be able to sustain you through the various obstacles, struggles, before you can really make it. Okay. So my advice is, first, determine your passion. Second, determine your purpose. As long as you provide products and services that addresses a particular problem, that's your purpose, and that's going to be sustainable.
Passion and purpose equals sustainability. All right, so Sir Oliver, just one last message. We've got the youth over here, our sustainability champions. Final message to all of them. What is one thing that they can do today to achieve sustainability in the future?
Oh, many, many. We are like in our case, we are both a producer and a consumer also, and all of us are a consumer. Sustainability, there's really two equation when we talk about sustainability. It's how we consume through our daily lives. No? Things like consume less plastic. In fact, in our company, we provide utensils to all our employees so that you can recycle, you don't use plastic. And things like if you can walk, use the stairs. If you're only going up and down one floor or two floors, use the stairs than elevator. And then at home, you don't need to turn your AC, your aircon, to 10 degrees or 16 degrees. The most efficient room temperature, AC temperature, is anywhere between 23 to 25 degrees centigrade. It's comfortable. It will keep you comfortable enough, at the same time energy efficient. So there are many practical ways for you to contribute in your daily life.
Very simple, very easy, very practical ways. Thank you so much, Sir Oliver Tan, for that. Once again, a round of applause, everybody, for President and CEO of Citicore, Sir Oliver Tan. Sir, it was nice talking to you. Thank you so much for sharing all of those for our Sustainability Forum. Thank you so much, sir.